أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is also the chairman of this very important occasion. Your Excellency, the former Vice President of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Your Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Chief Executive Officer of the Daily Trust, and other members, distinguished guest speakers, former ministers, I can see my father, Alhaji Audu, other invited guests, Assalamu alaikum. Because of lack of time, I just want to make a very few remarks. The nexus between peace, security, and development need not to be overemphasized. Once there is no peace, there is no security. Once there is no security, there is no development. But we should also have to understand the root causes of the insurgency, which are not limited to endemic poverty, pervasive illiteracy, high social inequality, poor economic infrastructure, poor social infrastructure, environmental degradation, climate change, drug abuse, among others. Until we address these root causes, we'll not get it right. Politics is the way people living in groups make decisions. Here in Nigeria, the type of political system that we are having is democracy, a form of government in which people choose leaders by voting. But let us also understand that security is everybody's business. The role of the community, and indeed that of the subnational government in ensuring peace and stability of the nation need not to be overemphasized. This is very important. We continue to deceive ourselves that politics, that security is one-man business. I think we are not getting it right. As a governor, you have to be on ground in your home state to bring lasting peace and security in your own region. Before I go further, I just want to make a very small statement. I'm not a soothsayer. I hope many can understand. But honestly speaking, Almighty Allah in His infinite wisdom has given us the opportunity to witness gradual return of peace to Borno State, and indeed to the entire northeastern sub-region of Borno State of Nigeria. I'm speaking as the governor of the Borno State, as well as the chairman of the Northeastern Governors Forum. Before the year 2019, 22 local government areas out of the 27 local government areas of Borno State are under the control of the Boko Haram. But honestly speaking, now we have started witnessing gradual return of peace to Borno State, to the Northeast. Notwithstanding some of the challenges we are having in other parts of the country, and I do hope that we shall work together in ensuring that peace returns to other parts of the country. But let us examine some few issues. Some of the root causes of the insurgency, especially education. Education is our major problem. The quality of education that we are having now is a matter of great concern. And we should also have to take note that education is in the concurrent legislative list. Now, we have two major problems in our educational sector. One, the mismatch between our educational system and the industry, the mismatch between our graduates and the labor markets. These are some of the issues that we need to discuss. Our graduates are no more employable. Technical and vocational educational systems that we have on ground before are not in existence. A graduate of mechanical engineering cannot distinguish between piston and slips. How can we get it right? Many of the states government in Nigeria don't even have the nominal role of their teachers, who are qualified and who are not qualified. Many cannot even read and write. And then one biggest problem is that of increasing infrastructural deficits. Population expulsion. And I think these are some issues that are being compounded over a long period of time. And if we need to address it, there is the need for all of us to squarely address this issue, rather than blaming single individuals or single governments. We have to work together. And we have to start it at home. The issue of climate vulnerabilities is also another problem. The increasing desertification, lack of rainfall. Farmers don't have access to their agricultural lands, all as a result of insecurity, among others. But I think the issue of lack of water is also another phenomenon that we need to address. But the major problem that we are having in Nigeria is that of corruption, whether we like it or not. Most of the funding that are meant to provide services to the people are being channeled to the tortuous bureaucratic melting pots of the ministerial and departmental systems. Unless we change this attitude of accumulating huge amount of wealth, something that we can't even eat, we can't even consume. So in this direction, I think we need to do something over invoicing. Improper BOQ. You can see projects of 10 billion naira. In Nigeria, somebody will go and quote it as 50 billion naira. I'm a registered practicing engineer. The engineers have to be blamed, the quantity surveyors has to be blamed, and also almost everybody. It is my pleasure to be here and make my small remark. But based on my little experience, I'm not a politician, whether I like it or not. I became the governor of Borno State by coincidence, because of the level of commitment I had as the Commissioner for Reconstruction, Rehabilitation, and Resettlement. The only way we can fight insecurity is for us to become resilient enough. If you are not resilient enough, you cannot provide security. And the issue of good governance is the critical thing, both at the national as well as the sub-national government. No matter how strong the national government is, if the sub-national government are also not doing well, you can get rid of it. The local governments and the traditional institutions are also very important. Why are the local governments now? Are they functioning very well? We need to ask such questions. What are the roles of the traditional rulers in our own constitution? So the few remarks that I want to make is that, as we are now coming closer to the 2023 election, for me, it's not important. Honestly speaking, it's not important. I'm not looking for any position. I never dreamt to be the governor of Borno State. And I'm not willing to aspire to any higher position. But as a Muslim, I should always pray for the best. What we should look into, we have to look into the possibility of selecting good leaders, whether we like it or wrong. How? That remains a very big question. Whether in PDP, whether in APC, I think we need to see how we can get good leaders. Can we now copy the China model? China model of election is selection versus election based on competences model. Can we sit down and select those people that are competent enough to rule Nigeria in both political parties, irrespective of their inclination, so that the opportunities could be given to them, for them to rule this nation? Otherwise, we allow tribalism, nepotism, among others, to talk over what we need to do in real sense. That will be another problem. We should have to work together as an indivisible element to move forward. I'm very happy to hear from the former head of state. We have to come together. What matters is the future of Nigeria. We have to think about sustainable development. Our major problem is that we are not working towards sustainable development. Sustainable development is development that takes into consideration the future. That's remained our major problem. Before then, in the last 20 years or 30 years, what is the population of Nigeria? The population of Nigeria is growing in a quick geometrical ratio. And therefore, government should do something to ensure that infrastructures are provided, that are to be provided, should take care of the future development. Now, population has grown, and the numbers of schools are inadequate because of improper planning. Employment opportunities are not there because everybody is looking for white-collar jobs. Our graduates are not employable because what we were taught in the universities are no more relevant enough to provide gainful employment, because the type of equipment that we have in our universities are obsolete enough. How can we move forward? I'm much younger than most of the politicians in Nigeria. My prayer is that we should put heads together to move the country forward, not to the benefit of our selfish, not to our selfish interests, but for the benefit of the future. On this remark, I wish to express my profound gratitude to the organizers of this event for giving me this whole opportunity to express my sincere view about politics, insecurity, and development and economy in Nigeria. The nexus between peace, security, and development cannot be overemphasized. While we are trying to address the problem of insecurity, we have to look into some key issues, which is this socio-political dimensions of this crisis has to be addressed first and foremost before getting rid of the problem. Thank you very much for listening to me.